Hormuz is suddenly ablaze with incidents, as reports of a possible third strike in a single day rattle shipping lanes and Gulf capitals alike. Another tanker allegedly hit near the strait adds to growing fear that someone is targeting energy lifelines, turning the world's most critical oil chokepoint into a high-risk zone. Earlier, a mystery blast on a Saudi-flagged supertanker raised the stakes, signaling that even the largest crude carriers are not immune to shadowy attacks. A Qatari LNG tanker reportedly struck by Mujtaba's forces near Oman, and the message to global markets is unmistakable: nowhere in these waters is truly safe right now. A tanker was struck by an unidentified projectile while transiting the Strait of Hormuz, according to UKMTO, raising immediate alarm in the narrow and strategically vital waterway. UKMTO said on July 7 that the vessel suffered structural damage in the incident, but there were no casualties reported. No pollution or environmental impact has been reported following the incident, suggesting that the tanker's cargo and fuel tanks remained intact and that there has been no oil spill into the surrounding sea. UKMTO has launched an investigation to determine the cause of the strike, focusing on what kind of projectile was involved, where it may have originated, and whether it forms part of a broader pattern of hostile activity. Ships transiting the strait have been urged to exercise caution and report any suspicious activity, with maritime authorities calling on captains to maintain high situational awareness. This was the third such incident reported near the critical oil choke point on July 7, underscoring a worrying cluster of events in a single day. A Saudi-flagged crude oil tanker was damaged near the Strait of Hormuz off the coast of Oman, Reuters reported. The incident on July 7 came just days after an earlier attack on a Qatari LNG tanker in the same strategic maritime corridor. Maritime security sources told Reuters that the exact cause of the explosion had not yet been determined. The damaged vessel was believed to be the Saudi-flagged supertanker Wedyang, according to the maritime security sources. Marine traffic tracking data showed the Wedyang was last recorded inside the Persian Gulf on July 3 before the incident. Iranian state television claimed the tanker was attacked because it was using Oman's side of the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, an Iranian lawmaker said any future arrangement for the Strait of Hormuz without Tehran's participation would fail. Alaeddin Boroujerdi said Iran had decided to change the framework governing the Strait of Hormuz after the recent war. Boroujerdi said Iran's parliament would move to approve legislation on managing the strategic waterway at the earliest opportunity. He added that all relevant Iranian state institutions would be required to implement the new measures governing the Strait of Hormuz. War fears are rising once again after Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps was accused of striking a commercial vessel linked to a key US Arab ally. Reports claim the IRGC fired missiles at commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz, threatening one of the world's busiest maritime routes. The Strait of Hormuz has erupted into fresh turmoil, with reports suggesting a Qatari LNG tanker was among the vessels caught in the attack. Two commercial ships were reportedly hit as the IRGC allegedly began carrying out revenge for the death of Ali Khamenei. A Qatari liquefied natural gas tanker was reportedly caught in the missile attack near the Strait of Hormuz, according to reports. The IRGC is now being accused of targeting global shipping even as diplomatic efforts between Washington and Tehran continue. Missiles have once again shaken the Strait of Hormuz, placing global shipping on high alert. The IRGC has warned merchant fleets that its missiles and drones remain ready for action. A tanker erupted in flames after reportedly being struck by a missile off the coast of Oman. The United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations confirmed that a tanker had been struck as security around the Strait of Hormuz rapidly deteriorates. The United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations said, and I quote, "UKMTO has received a report of an incident 8 nm east of Lima, Oman. A tanker has reported being hit by an unknown projectile on the port side, causing a fire, whilst traveling southbound. No casualties or environmental impact reported." Authorities are investigating. Vessels are advised to transit with caution and report any suspicious activity. Unquote. The United States has accused Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps of attacking civilian shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. Commercial ships were reportedly damaged as fears grow that the Iran conflict is once again spilling into a vital global sea lane. The IRGC has warned vessels to avoid routes protected by US-led security operations in the Strait of Hormuz. Despite the attack, authorities say no casualties have been reported, even as concern spreads across the shipping industry. Analysts warn the latest strike could threaten global oil and liquefied natural gas supply chains. After targeting military assets, the IRGC is now accused of taking aim at merchant vessels. The shipping crisis is deepening as missiles are reportedly fired into one of the world's most strategic maritime corridors.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the US will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry guards.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.